Everyone, and welcome to Zimbabwe's, of course, the ZIFA elections and all the drama that is surrounding the ZIFA elections. And to help me out...
it's a great start to a good year. It promises to be at least with the rains.
Yeah, with the rains. Bivin Shinure. Bivin, how are you doing? Hope you're well. I know you're well, because...
Because what?
Manchester is back.
I have no idea. Well, there isn't much to talk about now. Well, there isn't much to talk about now. Yes.
Of the opponents in there, I don't think you will. And of course, they're the ones who will make the decision for the rest of the. I would love for him to be involved, but at the helm, I wouldn't know if you will be at the helm. But given a chance,
blueprints from would-be candidates, and at the end of the day, when these guys come into office, that you look at and say, in terms of the experience that he has, as Valentine and you yourself alluded to, is one guy who has traveled the length of interviewing him on raging in his and has gone to an extent of going as far as your Gwanda, your Binga with academies. I think in just getting what he stands for and what his desires vision for the game, it's quite something. But then again, it's everybody who's coming with all these flowery visions and stuff. But I think at the end of the day, as a candidate, I think he stands a good chance. The ball now lies with the councillors. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying I don't think that's something that I would want to preempt and say, because look, we are going to be talking about 5 more. Yeah. You get it? So if I'm at this point to say, okay, I would give to try and pick, what will then, if he's going to ask me the same question about the 6, you get it? So at the end of the day, my issue is we are looking at a candidate that stands a strong chance in as far as his contribution to the game is concerned, in as far as his resume is concerned. I were in a race with him, I would be very, very worried or very, very careful. Actions before this one.
The issue, the bucket seats, all right, and potentially he could be the one coming in seats, all right, and potentially he could be the one coming in as the president, really, and because of the who is backing him as well. You know, we never got the answer to that, did we? No.
Yeah, but I may then butt in to ask and say, attendance of that event, does it have to be wait, let me finish. Attendance.
You know what?
Bit yes, he's prominent.
It's prominent. It's prolific.
Yeah. I think it speaks to his peer.
I'm not disputing that. The quality
is okay.
All right. Besides the administration that we have all say that it's questionable, but it's what Philip Chianga got in the same way he was said to have been Nukrut chairman at some point, and nobody could verify and claim all that. And you look at and I remember we interviewed him on Classic.
I think the word is slick.
Slick, yeah, slick is the word. Very slick. And I mean, the way the manifestos over the years, it's a blueprint or where we rent than where we are supposed to live as our home in Zimbabwe, where we would implement this could be his Achilles heel, because these are the same councillors who were deprived of football for 2 years. The national team was suspended. So the national team was suspended. So
say if you juxtapose business history, you would also refer to the.
You know why he stands out in terms of when I mentioned affluent is
yeah, but
got his client. Let's use that. His client has got interest in football.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's public secret. They have sponsored,
exactly.
and I even salute in the social media and everywhere. I think I would encourage people, when we make judgments on people, let's make judgment based on what they present, the content of their brain, what they other things that probably have nothing to do with football. I would elect him or anyone from this list. It should be based on merit. It should be from a football perspective, but from a leadership, I'm wrong. But I think we're day-to-day running, it will be the secretariat. As much as we need the right president to have the right vision and to spell it out.
I've got a question there, gentlemen, right, at this podcast. To select the few gentlemen that are going to be contesting for this is, of course,
normally whoever has made, and it's probably panel that this is what the normalizing committee approved. I think the candidate ticks the box and that's approved. I think the candidate ticks the box and that's why he's there.
You know what we're going to do?
That'll be good.
I hope the affluent side does not stop us from asking these questions that we are asking right now.
No, this is bad. We his cards to himself. You can tell the politics involved in this, but the risk of just brushing aside this candidate and say, he's one of those guys that, they're doing well in the region. I think that will be at your own peril if you is one of the highest, or when you look at the candidates that are on that list. So this is a guy that also stands a very big chance, and when he feels it's time that he ascends onto the throne.
And I know the public might not know that this man is very influential in Zimbabwean football. This man is very influential in Zimbabwean football. And one will tell from most people might not know him. They might just know him as the Northern Region chairman and so forth, and then try and ignore that. But the politics of Zimbabwean football, actually, he was prosecuted, and he did show it was prosecuted, and he did show it to the normalization committee, and he did show it to the normalization committee through his lawyers. When he was being said that he had a conviction, blah blah. He had a conviction, blah blah. There were issues like that, and the film of my channel, and he was found. Councillors were coerced to
comes Vow again with these hard hitting.
Indeed.
Vow again with these hard hitting.
Indeed, and this is it's what happened. Can't appear. They didn't want to do anything. They just denied the hand that the SRC will play in all this to come. Because the question still we do right about our football that was wrong, that got us in their cause. Remember, this is it was the first time that the councillors were taken to